Hey everybody, this is Will H. the Cinephile, and welcome back to my channel. And I just want to say that The Matrix Resurrections is a film that leaves me with profoundly mixed feelings. My relationship with the Matrix saga has been deeply complicated ever since I discovered that the original trilogy allegedly drew heavily from Sophia Stewart's The Third Eye. Like, owning and reading Stewart's source material changed my perspective entirely. Like, what I once revered now feels like a stolen vision. I find it so difficult to separate the artistry of the films from the ethical cloud surrounding their creation, and this has reshaped how I view The Matrix in the context of science fiction cinema. That said, I recently revisited Resurrections for the third time, and watching it again, I can understand why some of my relatives criticized the film. While the first 40 minutes are gripping, with a strong narrative that reintroduces Neo, or Thomas Anderson, as a game designer reflecting on his creation of the Matrix trilogy, the film's energy dissipates as it progresses. The early scenes are creative and intriguing, playing with the meta concept of the Matrix universe as a game within the story's world. Like, however, as a plot unfolds, it feels redundant, recycled, and ultimately unnecessary. I would say that as someone who grew up with the original trilogy during my teenage years, I have a sentimental connection to those films. Back then, I was a Keanu Reeves fanboy, and I also admired his evolution as an action star. Like, like, but I just. But looking at Resurrections now through a more critical lens, I can't help but see it as a lackluster attempt to revive a saga that didn't need a continuation. Which, watching it on HBO Max when it first came out with my mother, even though we were originally supposed to see it on the big screen, but we didn't have the money at the time, but you know what it is. It is what it is. But overall, but anyways, I initially enjoyed the experience back then. Like, it was a fun movie. Well, I thought it was a fun movie, but anyways, however, I've become more of a cinephile now, but my appreciation for it has diminished. Like, the first 40 minutes held my attention still, but the last 34 minutes left me disengaged, and I couldn't help but channel Peter Griffin's "Oh God, who the hell cares" attitude. Like, I would say that the action sequences are passable but feel dated, as my cousin once pointed out. Like, he considered the action sequences to be too old school. But I would say that the visual effects, particularly in the film's final act, are a hit or miss. Like, some are immersive, but others are outright unimpressive. Like, the film does boast a strong cast, with Neil Patrick Harris as a fascinating antagonist and Carrie-Anne Moss as returning as Trinity. And I would say Harris delivers a unique and twist-driven performance that stands out, but even his efforts couldn't elevate the overall narrative. Like, the premise of Resurrections had incredible potential, especially in how it resurrects Neo and challenges his perception of reality. Like, if the story had taken a different direction, one bolder and more original, this could have been a groundbreaking addition to the series. But instead, it feels like a missed opportunity, one of the most unnecessary sequels ever made. Like despite its moments of intrigue, Resurrections is a mid-tier film. Like, revisiting it reminded me of why I've distanced myself from this saga. Like, the revelation about its origins has left an indelible mark on my perception of the trilogy. And while I might revisit the original films and reread Stewart's book for deeper analysis, my respect for the Matrix as a cornerstone of science fiction cinema has waned, whatever the fuck the word is. But in the end, Resurrections had an awesome concept and some cool ideas, but it couldn't escape the shadow of its predecessors, or the controversies tied to its creation. Like for me, the Matrix saga is now a bittersweet reminder of what could have been, but tainted by the allegations of its borrowed inspiration. So there we have it, y'all, and I hope you found this video informative, and I hope you enjoyed it. So make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and also follow my Letterboxd accounts. So see you in my next videos, my fellow cinephiles. And yes, I will delve into the Matrix trilogy when I revisit them. And also, I think I might start my first book review soon. So see you guys in my next video, and I hope you enjoyed this.